everyone, today we are whipping up this gorgeous rosebud. This little bud is a fantastic addition to our rose vase tutorial, which I'll link to this video. Start by working 7 single crochets directly into a magic ring. We'll be using an H8 hook for the rosebud. Once you have your 7 stitches, pull that tail tight to close up the center. Just to note, at the end of every round, slip stitch to the first single crochet and chain 1. For round 2, we want to double our stitch count to expand the flower base. Work 2 single crochets into every single stitch all the way around. You'll end this round with a total of 14 stitches. Moving on to round 3, we're doing a standard increase repeat. You'll work 1 single crochet in the first stitch, followed by an increase, which is 2 single crochets in the next stitch. Repeat that sequence 7 times around until you hit 21 stitches. For round 4, we're just going to work 1 single crochet into every stitch for around 21 stitches. You'll notice that the piece will naturally start to cup into a perfect little bow, which will help form our rosebud. Finish off with a slip stitch, and then we will fasten off, making sure to leave a nice long yarn tail for assembly. To transform this into our rosebud, start by rolling one edge tightly towards the center. Now I use that starting tail to wrap around the middle, tying it securely to hold that center shape together. Next, fold the bottom half of the roll up to meet the top half, which instantly create those beautiful nested realistic layers. I then double knotted the tails together and cut off that starting tail. Finally, thread your yarn tail onto a needle and sew through the folded layers to securely lock your gorgeous rosebud into place. Now when we get to the sepal, leaf and stem portions, you'll want to drop down to a G6 hook to keep your stitches nice and tight here. For the sepal, we'll start by making a 10 single crochet magic ring and then working star points to create a realistic cup for our flower. Make sure to join your magic ring with a slip stitch. Now chain 5, slip stitch in the second chain, single crochet in the chain after this one, then half double crochet in the next stitch, then double crochet in the next stitch, skip 1 on the base, slip stitch in this next stitch. We will repeat this a total of 5 times. So again, chain 5, slip stitch in the second chain, single crochet in the chain after this one, then half double crochet in the next stitch, Then double crochet in the next stitch, skip one on the base, slip stitch in this next stitch. Once you have gone round for a total of 5 times, we will then begin fastening off. To start the leaf, we will chain 12. Working down, we would do a single crochet in the second chain, then a half double crochet in the next stitch, then a double crochet in the next stitch, then one triple crochet into each of the next 5 stitches, then one double crochet in the next stitch, then one half double crochet in the next stitch. Then we will do 3 single crochets in the last chain to turn. Then we will work up the other side with a half double crochet, then a double crochet in the next stitch. Then we will do 1 triple crochet into each of the next 5 stitches. Then a double crochet into the next stitch, then a half double crochet into the next stitch, then a single crochet into that last stitch. We will then fasten off, and you can repeat this to make 2 leaves. For the stalk, start by making a magic ring with 5 single crochets. We will then work 5 single crochets in continuous rounds. There will be no joining with a slip stitch until the end to close off and fasten. For the stalk, continue until it reaches about 7 inches tall, which is approximately round 20. It's way easier to measure the height here than to count those tiny tight rounds. Slip stitch at the end and then fasten off. Now it's time to assemble our flower. We're starting by sewing the sepal to the base of the flower, going all the way around. Once the base is secure, you'll want to add a few quick stitches to each of the sepal points to attach them flat against the flower petals. This keeps them perfectly in place so they don't flop over. After that, we will just weave in our ends. Next up, we will be connecting our stem to the sepal. Go all the way around until the stem is securely attached to the sepal. Now for my favorite little shortcut. We're actually going to be using these long yarn tails as stuffing for the stem. It keeps the stem nice and firm and it saves you from having to weave them in. For the top tail, sew it down as much as you can. And then do the exact same thing for the bottom tail. Make sure both tails end up coming out of the same hole. Then just double knot them together, trim the ends, and use your needle to push the knot right inside the stem to hide it. Next, we're attaching the leaf to the stem. Because this is a wire-free pattern, I'm adding a few extra stitches to the top of the leaf into the stem to prevent drooping. I also like to sew the very top of the leaf against the sepal for extra support so it stays perfectly in place. I then hid my yarn tail through the stem. I just cut off the excess and pushed it right back into the stem. Repeat those exact same steps for the other leaf on the opposite side of the stem. Just mirror exactly what you did on the first side. Make sure to weave in any loose ends and then cut off any of the yarn tails. That's it, a beautiful wire-free rosebud. Don't forget to click over to the Rosebud tutorial to finish your entire piece. Thanks for watching, you've got this.